Repeat after me.
Okay.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Blue.
Blue.
Red.
Wait, just him or all of us?
Anyone can do it.
Okay.
Yellow, blue,
Red.
red.
What is the color of grass?
Green.
Green.
Beach. Gotcha.
Repeat after me. Yellow.
Yellow.
Blue.
Blue.
Red.
Red.
What is the color of grass?
What is the color of grass?
All right.
I got it out there.
Yeah.
It took me a while.
I was like, wait.
God damn.
Got us.
Now you're awake.
Yo soy smart. What's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name is Geezus.
My name's Pau.
I'm Raul.
Welcome back to the Vive con Huevos podcast.
I just noticed Raul never says welcome
I never
back.
say it.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Like I had noticed
You guys
before,
have the
but I
timing
had
so good.
Try it.
Welcome back.
It took us a while. I think the first time when we started
We had
doing
to
it,
keep doing
yeah,
it.
I think we filmed it like
We messed up like the order.
Yeah.
And then like trying to get the welcome back.
I'll never forget the day that I went before Jesus on accident and he was just looking at me like,
what the fuck? kick her out. Kick her out.
No more.
like my bad.
But welcome back, guys. Otro Martes con Huevos. We hope you enjoyed last week's podcast. Last week's podcast was definitely a visual podcast. For all you audio listeners, the chicken wing thing.
No, we're not gonna go through that again. We're not gonna go through that again.
Just look it up.
Yeah, you just have if you
Chicken nugget.
If you were an audio only last week, definitely go fast forward to that part because it was one of those things where you have to be there.
Had to be there.
You have to be there.
Definitely.
But now, today, hoy, este martes, ya regresamos de Coachella. And I'm super excited. I know we were watching the live of weekend one. And man, it made me want to go. Next year, it made me want to go both weekends.
Like Coachella
I don't know
Angel.
if I could do both weekends.
I can't.
One with the couples, one with the boys.
That's what
That's what I said. I was like, hey, like everybody, all the OGs and most people know that I love Coachella.
You're just a slut.
I'm a Coachella slut. I'm a Chella slut.
Plus, you can see the stuff that you didn't see in the first one.
Yeah.
Sí. So,
Other girls.
Te van a pegar.
Me van a pegar.
Te van a pegar.
no,
Next week,
oh,
I was going to be beat up on the podcast.
Con el
What
ojo.
happened to
Como
you?
el del TikTok, el güey que salió con los
Yeah.
amigos, that he always sends them to me.
Oh, the guy that got beat up by his wife.
Yeah.
And
Oh, the artist.
Sí.
Yeah.
But we were watching the live stream and I was like, you know what? What if I just have my bachelor party at Coachella? Like the boys weekend one and then Bao weekend two.
It's like a bachelor party 6 months before the wedding.
Two bachelor
the
parties.
pre-bachelor.
Pre-bachelor party.
Party. Fuck no.
We don't have to worry about partying.
Fine, then I'll go
'cause
to
we're-
Coachella with my friends. We'll just be separate.
No.
Ew, what if I end up hooking up with Sarai?
Find your own
I
festival.
can't not go to Coachella. What the heck?
Weekend two. You
got
can go
weekend
weekend
two.
two.
Oh, I thought you were going weekend too.
No,
Damn,
weekend.
you're gonna go to Coachella.
No, you're
before
going to
me?
weekend 2 with him. You know,
Yeah.
one with your
Weekend
Oh.
one with the boys and weekend two with me. It was my
I'll
idea.
think about it.
I can go to Tomorrowland with the boys.
Why would you do
It's a
that?
long flight.
Look, they don't even want to go
I
with
know.
you.
I'm gonna change you. I'm gonna replace you for my sister. Would you guys ever have a girl in your court, like for the wedding,
I've seen those TikToks.
where they have like a tuxedo suit? Or
But I'm pretty sure it's because they had a meaning behind it. Like maybe like the best man died or something. Maybe it was a sister or the girlfriend or something.
Not funny.
maybe. Fuck. It could be. I don't know.
I thought I saw something
I
like
don't
that.
know.
Where
Yeah.
like the best man passed. So I don't know if the wife or the sister, someone like went in the place as the best man.
I
And
could
she
see
dressed
that.
But it wasn't like as significant, I guess.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess
But
it's
I
still
think it depends on the
special.
relationship you have with
Yeah.
I don't
your
know.
with your
Have you read
sibling.
an ass, Jesus?
No, but maybe not the sibling, but like the wife of the
Oh,
best
the
man.
best man. Oh, like
Oh.
stood in his place. Damn, that's kind of sad.
Damn.
Why not bring in the reserves?
Yeah.
Group three.
Special teams.
Audible.
Johnny had what was it?
Well, he had a COVID wedding.
Yeah.
That's why.
And
So he had like 2 replacements.
Ozzy and me both got COVID.
Because you guys got COVID.
You should have still gone.
Dude,
you should have just.
it was Sarai's fault. She's the one that told everybody. I was like, dude, shut up.
It was.
We could have gone.
We're going to go risk lives.
We FaceTimed
And then
you,
everybody
right?
was FaceTiming us
Yeah.
like, oh, just come. I was like, bro, at this point.
Yeah. And you did have COVID, or you were just sick and you didn't
Well,
know?
no, they told us we had
okay.
COVID. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like confirmed or like, you know how it was a time where like you also didn't go out if you were just sick.
Nah. And then I didn't even believe them because we did the little testing site, the drive-through, and they had me swab myself. I still remember, and I just like barely touched myself. I was like, there you
So
go.
it can come out negative.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I need to be good by the weekend. 2 days later, hey, you got COVID, dog. Stay in.
Raúl se picó el oído. He's
Me
cleaning his-
rasqué la espalda. I was like, yeah, there you
he's
go.
cleaning his ear. COVID was a wild time, dude.
It wasn't.
It was already 4 years ago.
4 years
That's
ago.
so crazy.
4 years exactly.
Everything was fucking shut down. We had to go through those drive-thrus to get the tests.
Yeah.
For everything.
So many restrictions.
Yeah.
I remember where I was working, they closed down the bank I was working at, and they told everyone just stay home for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But we couldn't work from home, so it was literally like a free 2-week vacation. I was like, dude, this is the best.
Was the bank an essential business? You guys were open?
Well, yeah,
Normally?
we hold people's money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
guess.
I would still have to go to the bank and get change. They
that's
just cut the hours. That's why I could only, well, at least the bank that I would go to.
Or they wouldn't let you in, or things like that.
I
Or
spent
only
like
like a limited amount of people at a time.
Yeah, we would have
Yeah,
hold
that's
people at the door.
I did appreciate the going into places and there not being a shit ton of people inside though.
Yeah.
That is one thing that I always said, like, I'm definitely gonna miss this from COVID when you
Yo.
would like go eat and there was only like 5 tables.
You
and
remember
then you'd go to the store.
the like Target and like Walmart would have like era de un sentido.
Oh,
the aisles.
that was a beautiful thing too. They
Yeah.
should just adopt that from COVID.
The aisles, you only had a one-way street. It was, you could only go one way, and then the next aisle was
Yeah,
this way.
that's true.
It would like snake.
It's funny because the months prior, like a couple weeks before COVID officially hit, like where everyone started like locking down, I went to Disneyland. But there was less people too because the rumors already started. And then I also went to Mazatlan. And that shit was like peak, like everyone was just like crammed
Was that when
up
you
together.
slept at the beach?
At the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first morning.
You want to tell them that story?
So we went to Mazatlan for, what was it called?
Carnaval.
Carnaval. I forgot the name. But it was Meli's friend that planned everything. And I guess, I don't know how they planned it, but apparently it started off wrong because our ride was only meant for 5 people when we were like 6 of us. So that was already a one bad start because also we all had luggage too. It's like, oh, we got to put the luggage away and we got to fit 6 people in this 5-seat car. And then besides that, it was a 2-hour drive to Mazatlan from Culiacan or however it was. And then we got there and apparently they didn't get the Airbnb that night. They got it for the next day. And the check-in was until like 3 or 4. So like, fuck, like, well, we got here at 12. Let's just go
Like
party.
12 a.m. or 12 p.m.
Like 12
No,
a.m.
it was
Oh,
midnight.
okay.
Yeah, like midnight.
Oh, okay. So you checked in. So yeah, okay, got it.
And then it's like, oh, well, let's go out then. It was a Sunday.
¿Con todas las maletas?
Well, we left them in the car.
Oh.
So we're like, oh, let's go walk in the, what's it called? The
Malecón.
Malecón. It's a Sunday. Apparently everything's closed. Not even the freaking banda people are out.
Really?
No one's drinking. I was like,
Oh,
damn.
is
So
it one of those states that they don't serve alcohol on Sundays?
I guess
No
they just
sé.
close early. I don't know, but they just, we couldn't buy alcohol. Where it was like, no music.
Oh, it's because it was 12 a.m.
So we were just
who knows why.
wandering the
pues,
streets on a
dices,
Sunday.
Es el malecón y pues la gente va por ambiente.
The festival hasn't started yet officially, too.
Oh.
It was like the night
Never
before.
mind then.
So yeah, so we just like, oh, let's just walk around and eat, I guess. And we just, some of us slept in the car. I stayed up the whole night. And then I just stayed on the sidewalk watching YouTube and stuff. And then
She's just playing Pokemon Go.
I mean,
in
that's kind of
Mazatlan.
scary, like just
Sí.
sleeping in the car or
We
on
were-
the beach, you
we were
know?
in front of the Airbnb. So we're just waiting for them. It's like, oh, for them to give us the okay. Like, oh yeah, you guys can go in now. But so like, and then once it started getting morning, we're like, oh, let's go have breakfast. Okay, now let's go to the beach and
Yeah.
at
Well,
least
once it
lay
was
down
morning, there was more to do. You know, like you could at least go on with your day. But like
we actually
that
went to
whole
go eat
night,
food and,
Sí,
and we
pero a
actually had a
medianoche,
beer.
I would be shitting myself.
Oh yeah, you would have been. You were so
Hell
bad at
yeah.
those situations.
Yeah.
Oh, in Mazatlan? Hell yeah.
It was one of those things like this is next time, like if I do one of these trips, I want to be the one that plans
Yeah.
it. because I know when I plan, at least I know I have everything covered. Like for example, right now for my cruise, I check like almost every week.
How many more days?
It's 132. Hold up, checking right now. 131. Damn it.
Oh,
That's
so
close. It's a day off. Right now, for example, I was checking like I check like every week, like on the flights, make sure everything's good. And thankfully I'm checking because apparently they changed my flight like one day forward, like literally a full day. Like I'm supposed to leave Friday, and then they're like, oh no, you're leaving Saturday morning instead. So I checked. I guess they canceled that night flight. So I'm like, hey, can we actually push it back? And I'd rather just arrive a day early.
Well, yeah, because if not, the cruise leaves without you, right?
Yeah, so we did it. We're arriving a day early. We're staying at a hotel, and at least we'll be there.
Are they comping you?
I mean, they switched it, but no, they're not comping me.
Damn, so you had to pay twice?
No,
You have to pay for the
He has
hotel
to
for
pay for
one
the
night.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking about the flight.
But that was because the airlines. Plus, it's not like it's one of the things where I can technically fly in, but
yeah.
I
I
just
mean, that
waited
is
out.
good that you're checking. I would have never checked like this early, you know, but that is good because you would have.
And they didn't send you like an
late.
email, like a heads up, like, hey, bro,
No,
we
not till I
canceled
got-
your shit?
No, literally, I looked through all my emails. They just literally just canceled that flight and just put me in the next flight.
Maybe because it's so far ahead.
It could be that. It's Alaska. I don't know. It's funny because when I booked this flight, like 2 weeks later, that whole door thing happened. I was like, damn.
Hell.
On Alaska, I was like, well, here we go.
Marciano?
But ever since then, like I even told Melly, like I don't want to, like everything fine, we're okay.
Yeah.
But like in the future, this is why I like to book my
Yeah.
own things or know the
Be in
person who's
control.
booking. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that, and I was like, y'all are wild. The fact
But it was
that
fun. We made up for it. We drank a lot after that. Like
That's
That's
one
fine.
thing I still want to do is go to Mazatlan. I've never been.
it's a bucket list.
Yeah. Well, I want to go for the Carnaval.
That's
Speaking
fine.
of Mazatlan, did you see all that? I know we're kind of late on this, but all that gentrification shit that was happening?
The whole like the classical music.
Yeah.
I saw. So before I realized that it was like a whole thing, I saw a video where it was like in the hotel, and it was a bunch of viejitos like listening to like a violinist or
harp.
something.
Sí.
And then all of a sudden the banda starts like right in front, and you could just tell that they were all so annoyed. You know, I thought it was hilarious because I was like, who goes to Mazatlan to sit in front of the beach
Yeah.
to listen to a harp? You know, and then like a week later I realized everything that was happening, and I was like, oh wait, this is a thing. Like it wasn't just a joke.
But do you think like they really don't like do their research on where they're going to travel, and like they're like, oh well, like do they not realize like Culiacan, Mazatlan is like all full of banda en la playa, like
I just
It's like a hotbed for it.
But
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's not the tourists; it's the owners. No,
no,
the American
los
owners.
tourists making the
se
owners.
estaban quejando con el hotel y a los dueños del hotel ya empezaron de que no pueden tocar aquí.
I thought it was new, like Americans that came over, bought property, and then they're complaining.
No,
'Cause I
because
saw
not,
videos
not
of that.
initially.
Not-
now
yeah.
there's other things in Puerto Vallarta that's happening.
Yeah, I saw Are you talking about the one on top of the restaurant?
That was one of them, but
Sí.
I thought that was the case because when we went to Mazatlan, I think we ran into someone that were talking about that, like when we went back in 2020, that a lot of Americans are buying property there
Sí.
to retire. So I thought it was all part of that.
I mean, maybe I haven't done enough research to know exactly. The ones I've seen are the hotel ones,
Sí.
but I mean, maybe there is
Sí,
more to it.
Ajá, de lo que yo tengo entendido son los hoteles. O sea, los gringos se quejaron con los hoteles y los hoteles ya empezaron a decir de que no quiero que toquen enfrente de la playa. But the thing is, I think, well, they don't own the beach.
Yeah, they don't own the beach.
I think they can have like up to what I was talking to my dad about, and I think they can have up to like a certain part. You know how like the hotels they put the lounge chairs, but that's where their line ends. Everything after that is public.
Yeah.
So they can't. It's not like they can own the whole rights up to the water. So it's just fucking stupid.
I think it's dumb. I think, like you said, if you're not doing your research and you don't know where
I mean,
you're
you
going,
should
what are you
know.
doing there?
Yeah.
You should know, right? It's like, oh, ¿para qué vas a Mazatlan?
Yeah. But it's like a lot of these like people get timeshares and then realize that they have like a timeshare there and then just go and not like really doing the research or like knowing the true.
Go to Cabo instead.
Seriously, that's why I really don't
The-
like Cabo because it's all white people. Sorry.
No, but where we stayed at, it was all chill.
Yeah.
Then
But
we'd have to commute.
esa era la zona
yeah.
To the
hotelera,
craziness.
like the new. La
I
nueva
think-
zona
estaban
hotelera.
como en, I know where you guys
I
were.
think that's what they got to do is that if they book a vacation, they got to know which side of the city they should be staying at to
Yeah.
avoid that stuff.
Es como Cancún. Cancún
Yeah.
también tiene su lado,
Yeah.
el viejo, por decir, y el lado hotelero donde están todos los nuevos resorts.
En Vallarta también es
Yeah.
Nuevo Vallarta. It's the same thing. It's way calmer than like if you were staying in
La
Puerto
Paz,
Vallarta.
when I went to La Paz, like, yeah, there was areas where like it was super calm, and the areas where like, oh, this is where all the music is, all the party is.
Yeah, I don't know. That is super wild to me. I don't think they should go in and like just try to change all this shit because obviously like Mazatlan is known for that, you know? But who knows? I don't think they're going to get rid of it.
No.
They
I haven't
can't.
followed up
No,
with it, so I don't
there's
know
just
what
too
to
much
do.
money.
I think they got the support from someone big. Like all the big bandas supported the bandas.
Pues que
But-
muchos empezaron así, como, I mean, everyone has their humble beginning, right? So it's like, why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild times.
Crazy.
Wild times in Mazatlan.
Don't be lames.
Seriously.
Facts, dude.
I have a whole thing with like people going into Mexico and just buying property and expecting things to change to like their way just because they can afford that property and like people that live there can't, you know? And there's just I have a
Meanwhile,
whole
we're over
thing.
here like, I'm down to go to Mexico and like work at a panaderia. Live just
I'll live in a
peacefully.
palapa or something.
Fuck it, I'll be a tour guide. ¿Dónde estábamos? When we were like, fuck it, let's just be tour guides.
Now we were at the
Bro.
hotel. We were like, we should be
The pool people.
The pool
The
people
ones
that-
that dance, the Zumba
Sí,
guy.
Yeah.
The ones that rally you into the pool.
Every time I go to, sorry, I was letting you
it's okay.
finish. Every time we go to Acapulco, my family always tells me, you should be a translator down here, and you know how much you can make
They
a
make
lot of
bank,
money
dude.
Yeah, they do.
They
Just-
make hella bank.
just translating everything, or like just giving them a tour or whatever. And for all the Americans that don't know anything, and you speak perfect English, and you already made it.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok the other day that said like the new American dream is to leave America. And I was like, facts.
Big fact. Oh, I was talking to, we had a client that we were cleaning their tile. And her husband was in the service. So they spent a lot of time in like Italy, Japan, not a lot of time in the States. And she was talking about, I think they lived in Japan and Italy a total of 12 years. Divided between both, right? Sorry, excuse me. And she was saying like they came back, but because he got stationed here. But this is his last tour in the U.S. And after that, they're dipping out. Because pues la vida es más tranquila. They were just talking about how like over there they just live day by day. They had the siesta hour. They take their time. Well, kind of the same thing what we ran into when we were in Italy. When cuando regañaron a tu mamá con el Aperol Spritz. It's like, no, aquí es tranquilo. Cállate y siéntate. And like just kind of take your time. And it's just like, why are we in a rush?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely an American lifestyle. I don't know if you guys saw after the eclipse, there was this like picture circulating on Instagram that said like the eclipse took, I don't know how much money and productivity away from like corporate America, basically.
Because everyone was watching the
Yeah,
eclipse?
because everybody was out for 5 minutes or whatever it was. Or like, yeah, okay, maybe there was people on the other side, like in Florida and stuff that were out a little bit longer. But it was just like, really, dude? Like you can't even let people live
to see
see something that only happens a certain amount of times in their lifetime, and you're worried about the amount of money that it costs the company, you know? And that to me was like, wow.
I watched it on my break.
like a good corporate American. I watched it on
Don't
my
fire
break.
me.
I took a 15 my
My 10 minutes.
mandatory
My
10
mandated
minutes
California
break. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I do definitely hate it here, but I also appreciate it, you know?
Boy said
There's
we're just
pros
gonna,
and cons
we're gonna
to it.
move to Spain and just change the name of the podcast to from Vive con Huevos to Vive con Cojones.
That's a lot of consonants. No,
Wait,
syllables.
Syllables.
Vive con Cojones.
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 But then you gotta put the accent in it and all that. Then I'm pretty sure you have to write that.
Josiah, I sucked at Spanish spelling. Did you?
No.
Like
You spell just like it sounds.
is your phone still on baseball, bro?
Oh, I hear it too.
I was like, who the fuck
I
is
do
over
hear
there?
it too, actually.
Loki got scared.
But the screen's off. It's probably just playing in the
Yeah.
background.
Playing in the background. No, I can't spell in Spanish.
No? I think it's so easy to spell
Well,
in
I
Spanish.
can, but like when it comes to the accents,
Oh, accents. No,
Sí.
I'm really bad with accents.
Yeah,
if it
that's
wasn't
what I
for
was
spell
saying.
check.
Yeah. And then that actually brings me up to a topic I wanted to bring up about corporate America. is, do you guys feel the urge to just buy new things instead of like, for example, with me, I had a bathroom mat. And instead of like putting it in the washer, you know, I decided to just throw it away and buy a new one, and bam, brand new bathroom mat.
Yeah.
Things like that. Or new shoes. Like I saw some shoes that I could have just cleaned up, maybe tossed them in the washer. Nah, I'm gonna buy some new shoes and just.
I have that issue. I'm looking at Raul's shoes because he has Air Forces on, but specifically with Air Forces because they get so dirty so fast, and crispy white Air Forces just look so good. And like after like a week, I'm like, fuck these shoes. I want some new ones instead of like actually
Except you
cleaning
wore them until they fucking unglued.
You beat them.
I beat the shit out of my Air Forces.
Yeah, I've washed these like twice already.
Yeah, like I'll do it for like 1 or 2 times, but then like after a while, like I feel like I just need new shoes and I just stuff the old ones in the back. Or same with clothes, like I use them for like maybe 2-3 times, like a shirt, and then like I just buy new shirts and it just starts going to the back.
You know what's funny about like buying new clothes is when we were getting ready for Italy, I saw a TikTok and it said, it's like, why are you buying new clothes for this trip? No one over there has seen your old clothes.
That's true.
It's for yourself.
For Instagram.
Yeah, for the gram. And they haven't even seen all my clothes either.
That's true. I feel like I used to be like that. I used to be one to like, I'll buy new ones or I'll buy one or something. Because I hate keeping things that like I don't continuously use. I'll get rid of a lot of things. So like one of the things that happens to me is bandanas. Every year for Coachella, I have to buy new bandanas because after Coachella, instead of washing them, I throw them away. Because I'm like, where do I put these? Like, I don't know. So I end up throwing them away.
They're all in my laundry basket.
But I've definitely gotten a lot better. Before, when I was young and stupid and could spend money on whatever because I didn't have any bills, I used to hate washing clothes and like specifically having to wash my underwear and stuff. And instead of washing, I would go to Victoria's Secret because they had 7 for 25 underwear. So that was a full solid week of underwear before I had to wash again.
And now we're selling them.
So I would go buy new ones instead of having to wash.
That's like 7 for like $50, isn't
Paulina
it?
pervert. Somewhere in that landfill, there is a year's worth of Paulina's used underwear.
More. How long were you in San Fran?
2 years.
2 years?
Damn. That is about 730 underwears out there.
That was
somewhere.
I don't know if that was a little bit before San Francisco too, though.
Oh, it was here too.
Yeah, it was. Well, it was here because this is where I had the most money. When I moved to San Francisco, I had to like conserve my money a little bit.
We do live near a landfill.
But now I don't do
Where's
that
your
anymore.
hill from 10 years ago?
I've become way more conscious about like what throwing something away does to the earth. So I stopped.
Yeah, no, but yeah, to your point, yeah. Sometimes I do have that urge. Especially when
to
it comes
just buy stuff?
Yeah, to just buy. Especially when the paycheck rolls in and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I can clear my Amazon cart.
Yeah,
And it's just a bunch of unnecessary shit, dude.
or a new jacket or new something. Like even though you have a ton of jackets, do you do that?
No, I don't buy anything.
Raul doesn't look like the kind of person that does.
Raul's a dad.
All my clothes, I always like get them gifted, and then Saturday's like, "Hey, you need this. You need this." I'm like, "Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get that. Or she gets it for you.
And
Well,
like,
yeah,
during
no.
Christmas, he's I need this.
I don't know. I think it's a whole. I just noticed it recently. Just
What's been your biggest like expense
Well-
that you're like, fuck, I'm just gonna drop money on this shit for unnecessarily.
unnecessarily. Well, I already have a water bottle, right?
Oh.
And then I have a water bottle for if I want flavored water, so it doesn't,
Mix.
ruin my regular water. And then I'm going to a Disney cruise, so I bought a water bottle that's Disney themed. So I'm gonna take over there, and it's new.
Just like Pau's. Have you seen her Disney painted one?
I painted a tangled one during
My girlfriend
COVID.
hates me because I told her, like, hey, look what I bought. And I bought one for me, one for her. It's like, why are you spending money on this shit? We both have water bottles. It's like, wow, I wanted a new
Yeah,
one.
and she
that's
doesn't
themed.
seem like a spender to me,
Pau-
right?
I mean, Pau. Last time we did that too. Pam seems very conservative with her.
Yeah, she's been putting me on check because I told her about the rug. It was like, why don't you just wash it, or my shoes? Why don't you just clean it, or things like that. I've been buying a lot of stuff.
ew, what the fuck?"
How would she feel if you guys would have been together when you bought your lightsaber?
Or your grill.
Your grill.
Grill.
You should wear that to the
Cierto.
podcast.
I should, and I still have it there.
You still have it?
Yeah.
I thought you had lost it.
Nah, I have it, dude.
Can I tell them about that?
The grill?
Dude, Dude, okay, so backstory. Geezus was on this trip, dude, that he wanted to grill. And for it's almost okay.
Pause.
Geezus, pause.
So what were you saying about the grill? Let me see your grill. Let you see my what? Yo grill.
I went full gangster right now. God damn, who is this?
Okay, you have to know that song though, right?
Yeah. So Geezus was on this trip. Oh, sorry. Welcome back, guys. Geezus was on this trip, right? How did you find him? Were you just like, I just want to grill?
I'm pretty sure I was just following an influencer that.
Yeah, and they just got one, right?
Shouted him out, and it was like,
Yeah.
So then
he's the
Geezus
guy.
DMs this guy, and he's like, okay. Like, he's like, I have like an hour. Like, come and meet me, no?
He said he was coming down to San Diego
Yeah.
for coincidentally within that week. I was like, oh yeah, well, coming down this day and let's meet up. I'm gonna be here, and it was at a fancy ass hotel. He
Nah,
arrived at.
bro, this was funny though. Geezus fucking messages me. He was like, hey, you want to come with me? I'm gonna go get a grill. I'm gonna go get measured for a grill.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. Like, but I was expecting to go to like a brick and mortar spot. Like I was expecting, I don't know, like
A grill store?
yeah, or like something a little bit more official.
A kiosk.
See, algo, güey.
Something.
Hold up, bro. We pull up to the Hotel Circle in San Diego. For those of you who aren't locals, Hotel Circle is literally what it sounds. It's just a bunch. It's like a street with a bunch of hotels in San Diego. We pull up to this parking lot, and this guy comes out of his car with all the shit to like para medirle los dientes al Jesús, like the mold, the little like plastic cup that the dentist uses, and the mouthpiece. And I'm just there like this whole time, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this guy could easily just mug us. Be fucking pretending. Because he asked you to pay before, right? Or como fue?
I don't remember. No, he told me to Venmo him like after.
Oh.
Like right there, like once we were done.
But even then, I'm definitely the type of person that like I'll give you a down payment, but I won't pay you something in full until I have the product in hand. And this fool just pays them all, and I was like, this guy could have just easily gypped you and just measured your teeth all whatever willy nilly.
Did
and
he
just
give you the
fucking
grill on the
dipped.
spot?
No,
No, he took a
mailed it
while.
over.
I
But
was like, what?
I mean, it wasn't just like whatever guy either. He was like, it was back when the Instagram when everything was mostly legit, and this guy had a large following. He had like 40,000 followers.
okay.
He had a brick and mortar spot in LA,
Bro, people can buy their
he was-
followers.
and he was down here. And like he had he was tagging like famous people as well. So like people were using
He
him.
seemed legit enough.
Yeah. But it was just funny. It's like we pull up. I really thought that we were pulling up to somewhere like a lot more legit, and we go up to the parking lot. Y aparte, the parking lot didn't even have any lights.
No, it was dark.
Right?
Oh, and it was
dark as
nighttime?
hell. It was
Hella
nighttime.
wild.
Yeah. We were definitely living with huevos.
But it's funny because it was in front of a boutique hotel. I remember that for sure. Like it was a nice little golf resort kind of thing. But it was
Yeah,
like,
it was right next to the golf course right there in Hotel Circle.
it was, but yeah, that's one example, right? I just see something, and the reason I was also bringing it up is because I'm seeing too many ads everywhere and everything. Like when I was watching YouTube,
You gotta clear your cookies, bro.
there was a little ad like, "Oh, buy these shirts." Anything I do, emails every day, like
Yeah.
just reminders like, "Hey, you left this in your car." I was like, "I don't want it," and then like. They say,
Leave
"Oh,
it there.
your card's about to expire," and saying, "I just don't ignore it." And then like a week later, "Hey, your card's about to expire." Like, bro,
I
just
hate
expire the
that,
card.
dude.
Or just like I buy something, it's like, "Hey, your next purchase will give you 30% off." You know?
I always get got with that.
Yeah.
If you spend 120, then you get 15% off, or it's free shipping. Free shipping gets me, dude. Always gets me.
Little things like
Shipping's
that.
like
and-
$10.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
What gets me, the free shipping doesn't get me. If I'm shopping already and then it's like $10 more and get free shipping, then I'll go spend $10 more because I'm gonna spend $10 on shipping anyway.
Yep.
But I know. So one thing that I actually that was like one of my goals this year. At the beginning of the year, I unsubscribed from all of my promotional emails because they would get me. Like I would be like, oh, 30% off, 50% off. Like Express is like 75% off sometimes, and I'm like, okay, you know. And so I got rid of all of them. I don't get any promotional emails anymore, and it's been great. honestly. Like even Sephora, like that was the one that would get me too. That apparently Sephora is like in their big sale of the year. They only have like 1 or 2 a year. And I had no idea. And the other day my friend told me and I was like, I wish you wouldn't have told me that.
Is it going on
I
right now?
still haven't bought anything, but
Now that you said that, I need sunscreen.
I'm looking for
was
cologne.
bad.
I need cologne, so maybe.
But yeah, I would recommend you unsubscribe from your promotional emails.
I always unsubscribe to shit, and then they never unsubscribe me.
You can sue them for that.
No, well, it's because if you unsubscribe, but then if you buy something, you check that box to subscribe again, they'll put you back on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
But
I
like
do
if you
that.
unsubscribed and the next day or like maybe they have that one in
It
the
gives
queue,
a while,
but
no? Yeah.
like the 3 days later that you get an email from them, technically, like if you gather enough evidence, you can sue them because you're opting out of it and they're not supposed to send you any promotional emails.
Wow.
Yeah, little by little, I just been trying to unsubscribe, but then like just little things here and there catch me.
It took me days.
I have my junk email muted.
Oh yeah, I don't have a junk email anymore. I used to.
Yeah.
But it literally took me days because I also had like 40,000 emails that I had to go
Bro,
through.
Will has the same email since like middle school.
Bro, I do.
Because I'm not an email opener. And I was subscribed to so many emails
That's
that I
what
would
you
just
got?
leave them there.
Today, I
What'd
got
you
a
get?
promotional. It was I'm going to Star Wars night at Disney,
I was about to say that's some Han Solo shit.
and
what did
there
you
was this
do?
nice sweater that was sold out for the longest time, and then because of the marketing email, I saw that was back in stock, and I got one of these. So I'm gonna wear.
It's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It is very Jesus of you.
Yeah, it is.
It's like with like plushie and everything. So
I could tell that you're that kind of person because you're always wearing new clothes.
yeah, I like
Teddy
it.
Fresh gets you.
Yeah.
Teddy-
For
I
a
stopped
long
buying-
time,
You've
they
dropped
got you.
money
Yeah.
on
I
Teddy
stopped
Fresh.
because their shirts started bumping up to like $60, $70. Jackets like almost one something, and I'm like, you know,
Guys, don't get got by all these prices. Let me tell you something real quick. Let me tell you something. It fucking it cost them like $10 to make a shirt.
Yeah.
but I do
and-
offset it.
You're not
Like,
paying for the shirt. You're paying for the
I
name.
do offset it. I don't eat that.
I buy
I
these.
pay $10 more so I can get the free shipping.
I pay $10 for jeans, you know, things like that.
Okay, I actually want to bring something up because the other day I was watching somebody's story and they were like, "Oh, I got these jeans on Fashion Nova," and then they were wearing Louis Vuitton shoes, and I was like, "What are you doing wearing like $20
Yeah.
jeans? But you can afford Louis Vuitton sandals, but you can't afford, you know?" And I was like, I got a thing with that, like.
I had a similar argument, or maybe it's similar. I had an argument with that, and I still kind of do with my dad's business, but at Vitality Bowls. When people would ask me for discounts or like specific people in this community, because San Diego is a very big, I'm not going to say shit because we're going to get canceled. There's a specific discount, specifically here in San Diego, because we're really big on this. That would come into the store all the freaking time, which I wouldn't mind. They would come to the store and they would spend money. But I hated it because then they would be like, "Can I get a discount on this $10 bowl?" And they would fucking put their Louis Vuitton fucking purse on the counter and whip out a fucking Hermes fucking wallet. And you would see all their cash and all these fucking credit cards, the fucking gold Amex, the platinum Amex. And it's like, you mother, it's $10 fucking dollars. Sorry, small rant, but it's because you gave me like PTSD
Yeah.
to that moment.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been so bad at asking for discounts.
You think that you should be wearing brand the whole way?
No, I don't think that at all. And I actually think that
Act your brand.
like you can own both things. I think it was just the way the video was like shot and how it was like what they were saying and how they were saying it that I was like, okay, like I don't know. It was just a moment. I don't think that, and I really think that if you like, I'm the first person to like buy something at Ross, but also buy something like expensive. Like if I like it, and that's like the end of it. But it was just that video in specific that I was like, okay, like you can afford those shoes, but you can't afford nice jeans. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a thing. It was when I went, we went a couple weeks ago, we went to the outlets and we went to Coach. And there was these croc looking sandals that looked so cool. Like they're nice and like leather material and stuff, but they had the Coach branding all over. It's like, I don't want to flaunt its
Yeah.
Coach either, but I do like how it's
Yeah.
styled.
That's one thing that I've grown out of a lot. Like, okay, like
Showing off the brand.
Yeah, like I talk shit right now to people who like have money and shit like that, or like or are able to buy that stuff. Yes, I am able to buy certain things and certain luxuries too.
Used to have that Hermes belt.
Oh fuck yeah! I still have my Hermes
Fucking
belt, my
size
Salvatore
30
belt, yeah.
Chihuahua.
Like my shoes too. Like I'm a sucker. Like right now I really like tennis shoes and I like Air Forces and stuff like that. But if you would have met me like after high school and in high school, I loved wearing loafers. Like I was a typical like fresa.
El niño preppy.
See, whatever. I embrace it. You like that type of shit too. So
I'm not talking
Anyways.
shit. I'm just calling it as it is.
yeah, pero me mama. No es que me mama vestirme así. It's comfortable to me. But
Just
also
catch that accent. The fresa
me
accent.
mama
came
güey.
out. Me mama.
Me mama güey. But I like it. That was comfortable to me.
Tight ass shirts.
You were just used
tight
to
ass
it.
Yeah, I
jeans,
was really used to it because
loafers.
everybody in my high school would dress that way too. So it was
That's true.
it was my environment. But after a while, I hated wearing, or I like certain shirts like the Burberry polos. I really liked because they were subtle. It just had the little logo right here, like the branding or
on the
cuff
of the neck.
But then like I would turn around and my homeboy then freaking Alebriga had the whole ass
The whole-
Burberry outfit on, dude. And I was
I
like, dude,
can't.
what are you doing? It's
Yeah.
just, I hate that. Or like
the 96 Honda Civic.
yeah. With the backfires. Or like, you know what would really get to me was when, speaking of COVID, when people would wear brand masks.
Dude, those were freaking hilarious to me because you know the brand isn't making that
I know
mask.
for a fact Louis Vuitton didn't fucking sell that shit, dude. You got that shit at the border or at the fucking callejones. The fucking take that
Those
shit
would
off,
kill me
bro.
every time I saw them.
Hated
too.
it. But yeah, no, sorry, Jesus. Back to your point, I can't do that either. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I can't be a walking billboard anymore unless it's something that I like if it's a
Yeah.
jersey or my own brand or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
other-
have something with like brands being slapped all over things too. I don't really love it. Like, I like
Except
the
Teddy Fresh, I wear that shit, even though it says
Yeah,
Teddy
but
But
Fresh.
that's like a cool, like
But
trendy.
I feel
brand.
like I feel like the way they go about their branding is very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't tell it's Teddy Fresh unless I'm actually staring at you.
Yeah, like I know people that like if they're gonna buy a Louis Vuitton, they'll only buy the one with like the LV all over it instead of like they have really nice purses that you can barely even tell that like that's the brand or other brands too. But it's just like I don't know, it's just not my.
You know what I noticed too?
Wait, sorry, jeez, I'm gonna cut you off real quick. Sorry to the people who do have that shit. Like,
Oh, no,
power
there's
to
no
you.
shade.
This is just like personal taste. Like, we're not
Yeah.
talking shit about, well, kind of, but this is just our personal taste of what
No,
we
we're
would
not.
buy for ourselves. Like, if you do
Hey,
have
brand-
it and
brand shit's cool.
and if you can do it, also actually like more power to you if you actually can afford these things. Now, if you're buying this shit and you can't afford life in general, then
Yeah,
you
there's
better check
something
your
about that,
priorities,
too.
dog. But if you can afford that and your life, then whatever, it is what it is. To each their own as far as their taste. This is just our personal taste,
Yeah.
guys.
Don't take it too hard. Like I don't take those
But
hater
also-
ass comments to heart on the reel that went viral.
You were fucking...
Can we talk
Let
about
Jesus
that real
talk. Let's
quick?
just talk
Oh
first.
yeah,
Let
sorry.
Jesus talk first.
I was just gonna say one thing I noticed. It's all going back to shopping. There's a lot of stores that I realized, like when I bought that sweater, it was one brand of like nerd stuff, and then I bought this other stuff that was supposedly a whole different website. And then my PayPal said I paid the same company. I was like, what the heck? And then also when we did go to Coach, I did buy this wallet.
Yeah.
And I realized it had the branding. And then I went on the website. I forgot to what website. Maybe it was like Paris Ellis. And then I took a peek at like Burberry and everything. Like it's all the same wallet.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Just
this
the brand.
stupid brand.
You
Yeah.
pay for the brand name.
And it's like
Stuff
a
like that, I will...
$2,000
yeah.
difference. Things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's wild.
Stuff like that though, like I will invest money in. Like Bao got me like a really nice YSL like card holder for my birthday or Christmas. A while back ago, and it's been like holding up. But it's minimal shit I will invest money in, but it has to be like either like a staple piece or something that's like like for example, my wallet. Like, how long have you not had your freaking
Well, he
wallet,
just got
dude?
a new one, but
Yeah, but like his older one,
Yeah,
dude. You know, like something
You
like
had it for a
that.
long
Like I
time.
will definitely spend money on because I know it's gonna last me a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm not the type of person to have like 4 or 5 different wallets. When we went to Italy, Italia,
Italy.
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 When we were in the leather market, I was like, "Oh, get a new wallet," and I was like, "No, because then I gotta put this one away." Like, I'm just not that type of person. I'd rather run this one down until like it's like no more.
Next trip,
Yeah, and then yeah.
you got to take her back now.
Yep. It's a lot of purses I left behind because I didn't have
She,
room.
she was about to drop money.
That is one thing. Shoes and purses can take all my money.
Oh, it's one thing speaking of wallets, I can run it down, right? So that I did have my other wallet for like maybe 4 years or so. Boxers also, I can run those shits down.
Oh yeah, I get boxes left and right, bro.
As long as they cover everything
That's
still.
such a guy thing too, though. Like the
Nah,
last thing you guys spend
Raul's about to
money
say
on.
no though.
No, yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
okay.
The
Like,
last
they
thing
be
you
looking like gladiator,
Yeah.
fucking like skirts, just like
You wearing boxers or
That's
boxer
why
briefs?
for Mario's birthday and for Christmas, that's all he gets from his family is
Yeah.
underwear and socks because they fucking know. Like, you
They know.
never
Yeah,
throw
my
away
mom
your
is
underwear.
that's my staple present.
Like he knows he's gonna get
Yeah.
underwear for Christmas.
It's like I look forward to my birthday and Christmas. Sounds like fuck yeah, new underwear. That's just about to be nice and tight, dude, nice and hold my balls like this.
Look at this
Yeah,
elastic.
I even wear.
Elasticine.
I even wear. I like model for Pau, bro. I mean, look at these. Esta tú no la tienes.
Esta tú no la tienes.
You never get these.
You guys are wild.
You want to talk about your viral video?
Just a little butthurt, you know? People
know
are
what?
haters.
You got to start posting more because all of our videos that go viral.
I don't know if my heart could take it.
all of our videos that go viral, it's either comadreando or it's you talking.
I know. Just something about me. I'm just kidding. No, I know, but I feel like I normally am the first one to be like, don't listen to the comments. Like they're just engagement. Like take it as just engagement. And I would always tell him too, like there was like some hater
Cardinal
comments.
rule. I was going to bring it up.
And I
to
would
see
always
if
tell him like, no, don't take it seriously. And then the other day, one of our reels went viral, the one about the galletas Maria. And people are fucking mean.
What they say.
So I was so happy because I was like, find like another viral video, like, and it's always the ones that you're like, whatever, galletas Maria.
I
like,
knew I had a feeling that one would be
I
like-
didn't think so, but it went like a little viral, and we were
Instagram?
talking about it, and she's
Yeah,
Instagram?
yeah, and then she's like, fuck these people, and I was like, dude, cardinal rule, don't look at
Don't
the
look at the
comments,
comments.
don't
Yeah.
reply
So
to
I
the
stopped
comments, don't
looking, but it's
anything.
just crazy. There was like one guy. I think
What'd he say?
This is the one that pissed me off because he basically called me stupid, but at the end he put mija, and I fucking hate that word.
Ooh.
I hate, and it was like this old like man that just and I was like, bro, like what are you doing? Like on
You should've-
Instagram,
You
get
should have
off
sent
this
him your
shit.
Venmo, be like, te mando unos calcetines. All of a sudden, ding.
Right?
It could be worse. I always tell her, I was like, dude,
Yeah, it definitely could have been worse.
It was like, shout out to La Lucha and like shout out to it, like the besties that are the
I'm
two.
sure they get so much
that
hate
are the
on
two
their comments.
podcasts or girl only podcasts that I
Yeah.
listen to at least. And they get sometimes some of their comments. You know, I was talking to Angel from La Lucha, and I was like, dude, how do you handle this shit? Because they go, bro, they
Off.
fucking tear them apart in the comments. Like tear them apart.
Yeah, I don't know if my
And
heart could take
You
it.
see, like, yeah, one day I was talking to her and I was like, dude, like, she was like, I just don't pay attention to it. And a lot of the ones like I like reported or I deleted, like whatever. It's our platform, you know. It's also my girl, bro. So it's like if she doesn't want to see it, then whatever.
No, and I didn't get you're the one that told
Yeah.
me that, and like I appreciate it, but I wasn't like to that extent where I was like, take these off, you know. But it was just like some of them I was like, you don't have anything better to do. Like this is really what you're doing is just talking shit to me.
The one that fucking made me laugh.
Oh, the guy that was like some well-respect. Okay, I saw that shit on TikTok. I don't remember from what, but like it's information, right? That I saw, and I was like, oh, I want to share with you guys the fact that I just learned.
Sí.
And the guy was like, some well-respected girl already shared this. Get your own original content.
Yeah,
It
stop
was like-
stealing content.
stealing content,
And I was
yeah.
like, bro, it's the fucking internet.
And
dude.
it's a fact that anybody could look up.
And people are like, so it's Russian. And like getting just super defensive and like in the comments.
And then my cousin commented something about horchata, and
Is he-
people went ham on
Oh,
him
is that your
too.
cousin?
That's my cousin, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And people went ham.
So it was
on
funny. I
him.
just saw one right now. It's like, the horchata whisperer or like the horchata defender or something like that.
Somebody told him like, "Why'd you open this portal?" or algo así. I don't know. And he was like, "I know, bro. I should have just stayed quiet."
I feel like the majority are like nice comments.
Yeah, he also
it's because
hits
I
or
filtered them now.
Oh,
recorded a couple of them. I didn't tell him to do that. He did that on
I want to
his own.
laugh.
Yeah, no, but some of them were just fucking hilarious. They're like, gets the internet once.
There's
Like-
someone that thinks you're really pretty.
Oh, yeah, I just
he
screenshot
he
that
said
one.
that one to me. He's like, "At least you have a fan." Okay.
Sell them your socks.
No, yeah, I feel like for a moment when I started reading the comments, I was like, "Damn, okay." And then I was like, "Okay, like Paulina, this is the number one rule. Like you work in
Cardinal
this, like
rule.
you should
Cardinal
know
rule.
this." But it just hits different when they're talking about you, you know. So
That's
it's like
funny.
whatever. But no, I'm over it. Y'all can leave your hater comments. I don't read comments anymore.
I do that in like a sports post.
Do
Like
you?
I
You
talk
talk
shit.
shit?
Oh, I love it. Cause then like it goes back and forth,
Oh yeah.
and
That's one thing. I will answer
It's
like
fun.
our friends, or answer like our podcast friends. But like random comments, I'll like it. That's it. Like I'll just give them the little heart. But like other than that, like, and after a while, because like, I mean, I don't want to say we're growing as a podcast, but the ones that do go viral, after a while, I'm like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Like when I open the Comadreando, I have a bunch of notifications from it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Like I just stopped looking at it. I think it was just at the beginning when like they were coming in, and I was like, oh, a ver qué dijeron, and I was like, man,
It's weird that I didn't get notified of all those comments.
because
Oh, it's
they're
'cause,
not. I'm collabed.
I collabed with Pau.
But aren't I tagged in them?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think if you're tagged, I
After a
don't know
while.
if you get them. I don't know.
I realized that I don't get mentioned in a lot of comments, and I randomly go back in these videos, and I was like, oh, I didn't see that comment, or I didn't see this. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I saw that. Would have probably said something, but
Yeah. Well, that's what I was like looking for to like give more engagement, you know. But I was like, fuck you all. I'm not gonna
That's
give
what it is.
anybody
They're
engagement.
commenting. You know what? They're commenting.
Yeah.
And they're pushing. So
I
like
know.
it's funny. It's like when I tag Raul, like on all of our videos. You know, well, it sends you the DM that you were tagged. Raul just likes it, and I was like, "Bro, share it."
Or like the actual post,
like the actual
not the
post, not the
comment. Yeah.
DM,
I was
dog.
like, "Thank you, dog. Thanks for sending me this. I was there."
Raul sends me the invoice.
Seriously.
I was gonna say that actually makes sense that if you're probably filtering the comments, because like I look at the post and it says there's like 4 comments, and I go in there and there's nothing.
Oh.
But at first I thought, oh, motherfuckers have me blocked.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to ask more. I was like, who's blocking me? Like, who commented on
Yeah,
this?
No, I think
no,
it's-
they the filter, or Instagram has like automatic filters.
Yeah.
So if you scroll all the way to the bottom,
The
you'll
hidden
see
ones.
hidden
Receive
comments.
hidden.
Yeah. But for the most part, especially like the hater ones, I'm like, whatever, dog.
So I need to start chatting shit with this Instagram.
Yeah,
for
with your
this
really
one.
one.
Yeah, dude, because like the other time I checked, and it's like, oh, you have 600 likes and a bunch of replies, and oh yeah, dude, I take my
Oh,
time with them.
shit.
Like I gave everybody the time of day.
Medianoche, Raúl ahí viendo todo.
That's funny. What's like the biggest fight you've gotten into in
Bro,
comments?
it was like days. Like we went back and forth for
Oh,
days
shit.
until like one day, like he just kind of conceded. He was like,
He's like, "All right, yeah."
oh well, that was your opinion. Like just like have a good day. I was just like, bitch.
That's right. Call me daddy. Blocks him.
Damn, if it were days, you should probably like comment right now. It's like, I miss you.
I miss you. Remember
at?
me?
you have a new opinion yet?
Yeah.
Nah, like so. This happened a couple days ago. Like the whole Shohei Ohtani with his interpreter. I put up a comment on one of the Dodgers things. Because a Padre fan, Dodger thing. So I was just like, how much do you think Rob Manfred, he's the commissioner of the MLB, how much do you think he paid the interpreter to take the fall for Ohtani? And well, like it was a bunch, like it was like 300 likes, but the comments
We're just going off.
and then it was funny because this, like, well, most of them was just like actual conversation, right? But this guy was like, grow up. And then I hit him with the Mario line. I was like, tu mamá en tanga.
That's my favorite comeback, bro.
And he didn't respond after that. I was like, I was gonna put him like, just look it up on Google search, just Google Translate
Google
it.
Translate.
Oh, I
Dude,
forgot.
that's so funny that Raul is one of those viral guys that
Yeah.
like I would have never thought that your comments were getting 300 plus likes.
But it's because when I posted, it's I'm looking for the
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah, yeah.
I want
yeah,
it.
you want the
I
That's
want the
so
smoke.
funny. that you
I
do
just
that.
feel I feel like specifically in sports, people are just so quick.
They're so passionate.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
passionate.
It's
Yeah.
just so
It's the
quick with it,
passion
you know. So
behind
it's
it.
like as soon as you talk shit about someone that they, or either a sports team that they really like, or a player that they really like, it's just like it hits them like if it's them,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah, like, and I love talking shit. Like, I live for it. And then, yeah, like, there's sometimes where I'm like, oh, I could say this, but nah. Then it's just, you know, you're gonna take it to a level that you don't
Yeah.
want. Yeah, but yeah, sports fans are crazy,
They're nuts.
and especially like fans like that, like rivalry, I guess you could say. Like, they're
Yeah,
like, oh,
especially
this
when there's a
motherfucker.
rivalry.
Bitch.
Have you ever commented just to see get people's reactions?
I have. Jesus Christ.
Ollie's like,
He's tired, bro.
Yeah,
He's
Ollie's
tired.
Ollieing over there. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
But then I stop porque ya luego me da hueva, or like I start getting into it, or I start feeding into it more where like it starts affecting me in my day to day.
Oh gosh.
You
You
just
know?
gotta know it's not
Yeah.
gonna affect you. And it was like a rule of 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it's not gonna affect you in 5 minutes or in like 5 years. Like, it's not. It's like,
No,
just
yeah.
just give it to them.
Yeah. Well, I think my thing was I like the stirring up the pot.
Yeah.
But then
Like you can throw them, but you can't catch them type of thing?
no.
Oh.
It was more of like when I'm at work, like I like concentrating on my work. But then now all I'm thinking about is like, did they
The next
respond,
one, yeah.
or what should I respond next, or like I
Yeah.
need to be witty, and it's like this is taking up too much of my day over something really fucking stupid.
Or I even love it when like other people come to your defense.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
They're like specifically this one about the Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
People were like saying stuff like, oh, whatever, right? Like, nah, like whatever, you're dumb, whatever. And then someone else would have come back, it's like, nah, he's not dumb, he's spitting facts. Like, and I was like, I
Those
just
are
hit
the
him with
real
that
ones.
like. I was
You
like,
go Padres fan
Yeah.
30568.
yeah, I was like, man, illy.
Those are the real ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to read those comments. Like people going back and forth on each other. I think they're so funny, but I've never
I
like
love going and
actually
reading
tried.
comments on like TikTok.
Oh.
When it's like cringy videos or like shit that you know it's like this bitch don't got a point, and like you're going through the comments and it's just
people are fucking ruthless.
the
That's all I
internet-
have to say.
the internet's
Ruthless.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, they
this
go
is
ham.
definitely like I mean my hat's off to you guys because like the internet is definitely a place where it's like it's gonna come. The more we grow, the more bullshit comments we're gonna get. But it's a cardinal rule. It's like just don't feed into it. But it's just like
I mean, you
Yeah.
shouldn't let it affect your day at all.
No.
Like, think about it for a little, but it's like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
shouldn't
Well-
affect like the next thing you got to do.
No, it's like I think the last one. I think I've said it on the podcast before, where it's like the guy commented on my weight,
Oh yeah.
and he said something about like someone with that BMI shouldn't be talking about like beauty standards or some shit like that. And I was like,
big
hey.
is beautiful.
No, but I just commented back and I was like, be careful. I ate the last person who commented on my weight. And that was the last. After he
That was
liked
it.
Yeah, he liked
He
it, and
liked
then
it,
after
and
that,
that
it,
was
just,
it.
it was over. You know.
I was ready to fucking go out on him. I remember, I'm sure people that like listen to this podcast when that happened, because I
Yeah.
remember saying it. I like clicked on his profile and he was private. So I looked up the name on Google and it came out that he kept commenting on girls' feet pictures. But like, there was like heels, and like all he would comment were like, basically he wanted to have sex with their feet, right? So I was like ready to fucking let him have it. And then Mario was like, nah, he didn't respond. And I was like, fuck.
Like at one point I did get heated, and I was about to, because on Instagram it lets you put up a story with someone's reply on your picture. And I was about to be like, it says the one commenting this shit on like girls' feet
you
pictures.
had the screenshots.
And I was
of
like,
that.
I'm not gonna give them the time of day anymore.
It's the
Give
Aries
them
in
the
me.
time of
Sorry.
day. It shuts them up.
Yeah, I just feel like, well, like now with the platform growing as much as it is, it's like I just don't want to become that platform that is known to talk shit to the comments. You know, like I'd rather be known for something else. Like every now and then, like if I have to defend you guys, I'll defend you guys. But if it's like over something stupid, then I'm like, whatever. Fuck, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna comment to LA Dodger 13678 underscore 57, you know, or whatever.
I forgot where Saul said this. I forgot which podcast it was, but he said that he wants to treat his podcast like a business.
Yeah.
So he wants to, like, if he gets these bad comments. He wants to be like, oh, well, hey, well, what's happened, you know, or like kind of like get down to the bottom of it, because at the end of the day, he wants them to come back, or, you know.
Yeah.
The customer's not always right, though.
Right.
It's
Depends
true.
on the comment.
I know
and
that
what they're
for big
bitching
facts.
about.
I've worked in retail too long.
Anyways, guys, we'll be right back. Welcome back, guys.
We're back.
Jesus is balls deep in his finger.
Yep.
Finger licking good.
I was gonna say, okay, so I have a quick question before we get into Comadreando.
Comadreando.
If you could have one guest on this podcast, it could be a super random guest, off the wall guest, dead, alive.
Oh, they could be dead. You didn't say they could be
You
dead.
said dead?
Did I say? I did
No,
say
you
dead.
just said
No.
think of someone you'd want on the podcast. Anybody.
Can't be dead.
Okay, well, alive then.
Okay. Dead adds a whole other level
Okay,
to it.
alive.
Okay. Who?
OJ.
He's dead.
He's dead.
I was gonna say
dead.
Michael Jackson.
No, he can't
alive.
be dead anymore.
You see,
He
if
has to be alive.
you weren't fingering, you do it. Fucking fingering your finger.
Damn
Michael
it.
Jackson's alive.
I wanted to know if he did it.
When I told my dad that he died, my dad was a straight up OJ fan. He's like, I would call off of work.
O.J. Simpson?
Yeah. He's like, I would call off of work to see the trial. It's like, I remember you were little, and then randomly I'm like cleaning some stairs or something. He goes, he killed her. That's all he said. Sí la mató. And then he fucking walked away.
And called your whole family to let them know that he died.
So who would it be?
Damn. Give me a second. Did you already think about it, pal?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you go
Go for
first. So it gives us time to think.
Eugenio Derbez.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Good one.
It's a real good
He's
one.
a superstar on both sides of the language barrier.
I heard
I think he'd be so much fun to like interview.
I
His
heard,
son,
Oh,
the
también.
Oh,
older one.
también.
yeah.
Yeah.
I heard something today.
I just watched a movie with him.
and it kind of made me upset.
What?
So, sorry, off topic, but
Is this where you heard it from?
yeah,
Okay.
they had a Koba's sister on, and they were a
podcast.
podcast that I listened to. But they were talking shit about Shrek in Spanish.
Oh hell no!
Shrek in
Shrek in Spanish
Spanish
is
is
the
better.
best thing to ever exist to man.
And they were saying they were arguing how like Eugenio is not top tier like Eddie Murphy.
Hell no. Fuck no. Ping-pong.
Bro, and then Superbad in Spanish is also hilarious.
Oh, I've never watched.
I've never seen
Superbad
Superbad in Spanish.
But any like cartoon, Disney and Pixar and what is Shrek? Paramount?
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
Which is
when
Paramount.
in
Oh,
Spanish, they're like so much better.
Superior.
Superior.
Sorry, I feel like
I
Jesus has some
disagree.
things to say.
I disagree, but sure.
Why do you disagree?
I like Shrek in English.
Whitewash.
Way more than Spanish?
Yeah, I've never seen it in
Call
Spanish.
Pam.
You've
Well,
never
okay,
seen
well,
it
you
in
have to watch it in
Spanish.
Spanish then.
Well,
No.
Pam showed me some clips. I was like, that's cool, but mine's better.
No,
es que eres
it's 'cause they
gringo, güey.
don't-
No,
they
eres
don't
gringo. Eres
compare.
gringo. No. Go
They're
away.
so
I'm switching
funny
you for
in
Pam.
Spanish.
Damn,
Bro.
Eugenio Derbez is a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a good one.
I feel like he just encompasses so many things. Like he's funny, yeah, he does have a lot of comedy, but he's also
His
like
serious
has so much
podcast-
experience in life.
Have you ever heard him in a serious
Yeah,
podcast? He's a
that's
really
why.
good speaker.
He's a super good speaker,
Yeah.
and he has like a lot of great experiences to share. I don't know. I just think he would be a great person to like.
He's
have
just
a
been a
conversation with.
superstar for so long.
Yeah. When
I
his
love
dog
that.
died,
What?
How to Be a Latin Lover?
he had
The
a
fucking movie is fucking
he had
hilarious,
an English bulldog that he loved, and he was playing with her. I think it was a her. She.
dude. I don't think I know about.
Yeah. Well, maybe I didn't tell you because I was so sad about it. He was playing with her like out on the yard, threw the ball, and she was running, and then all of a sudden she collapsed and she had a heart attack. It hurt
You're
my
talking to
heart.
the two people who
I know.
don't give two shits
I
about.
know, but it really hurt my heart.
It
And so he
does.
put out this like really heartfelt note on Instagram about it because that was like his dog, you know.
Speaking about dogs,
And I almost cried.
just
I
to
did
give you
cry.
guys a little bit more time to think about your answer. So J Balvin's dog passed away. So we were watching the live set yesterday.
Stop.
And I told Paul, I was
can't
like,
take
I'm
it
gonna
anymore.
go to Coachella and I'm gonna make a sign. So the dog's name is Enzo, or was Enzo.
Such
Yo
a cute
puedo ser
dog.
tu perro.
No, I'll be a dog.
Damn, that's even
No,
better.
so
though.
I wanted to make a sign and be like, Desde el cielo te estoy viendo, papi. And it's just a picture of Enzo. Or estoy muy orgulloso de ti. Te estoy viendo desde el cielo, papá. Sorry.
It's because they don't know the
Oh,
background.
no. I'll tell you guys right now.
Just say it.
Okay, so there's a TikTok of Rufus du Sol, one of the DJs that I like. And
He's gonna
it
be
was
at
in
Coachella.
EDC, Mexico. And there was a totem. And it says, Abuelito, estoy feliz. Lo notas desde el cielo. And dude, that song fucking gets to me. But
It's just like it's I don't know.
the
If you
whole
have
video,
a heart,
yeah, these fools just don't have hearts. While I pull this up, would you guys have your answers?
My dog destroyed my last car, so I
As you ran it over.
Yeah,
So red flags.
that was you, dog.
Red flags with your co-hosts.
For real. You guys don't have a heart.
never forgive them.
Abuelito, estoy feliz. Lo notas desde el cielo. And it's just like,
My heart.
Wait, but was that directed at the artist?
No,
Or he
he's just
just made
holding
it-
it up.
Yeah.
So that's the thing in EDC. Like
Drama
people.
queen.
bro, you just don't have a heart, dog. Anyway, let's
Get
move
out of
on,
here.
dog.
Keep it
Moving
a
on.
thought.
Who would you have on the podcast?
Fucking the devil.
Tío?
Mi tío.
That's a hard one. It's because Pau set the bar pretty high with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had
You should've
OJ in my
gone-
mind the
you
whole
should've
time
gone
because I thought we were
last.
choosing anyone. Like,
Okay, Jesus would do OJ. I'll just give him dead or alive.
just to be funny.
He just
but-
died, to be
Yeah.
fair. When you
To be-
asked
yeah,
us this
when I-
question,
yeah, when I did
he
ask
wasn't
this
dead
question, he
yet.
was alive.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess besides that,
Will Smith.
Dude, he came out with J Balvin. Did you guys watch the live stream?
He came out with J
Did you?
Balvin.
oh yeah,
He
that
came
might
out
be.
with J
Yeah.
Balvin at Coachella. That
He
was
sang.
wild. I don't know if he's gonna come out weekend 2 yet. I hope he is.
Hope he
but that
does.
was crazy.
Will Smith would be a good one
I
because
was mind
he's
blown.
he's
He
a
is a
really
good
good actor, rapper,
I
and
feel like he has a lot
I
of
feel
life
like
experiences.
and then just like the shit lately.
Yeah.
Well, not lately. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
last
yeah.
couple of years, like I'd want to like pick his brain.
Yeah.
Like, hey, dog, like,
I wanted to-
is that you or is that her? You know, like, are you
Yeah.
okay with her being that toxic,
I
He's
agree.
not.
or is it just for the kids? Or,
I don't know. It's weird, but I agree. That's a good one. I would
Yeah.
like to sit down and have a conversation with him too.
I've always liked interviews with Kevin Hart. Like
Okay.
watching
Oh,
those.
yeah.
He's funny.
I feel like he's a really cool, like just like on the comedy side, business side,
Yeah.
acting side. Like he's also
Yeah, that would be a good one too.
honorable mention, Joey Diaz though.
Joey Diaz.
You really like Joey Diaz, huh?
Bro, he's hilarious.
Did you watch that full podcast? Is that the only podcast you've ever seen?
Those are the only podcasts I ever watch.
The Joe Rogan ones?
Yeah, Joe Rogan with Joey Diaz, like
He's
they've
been on a
like
lot, he's
6,
right?
7 times.
Yeah.
Oh, and
That's
those are
it.
the ones you
Those
watch.
are the only ones I watch. It's well, no, it's cause. So talking about Joe Rogan, he has like some interesting people that sometimes they catch my attention because like a YouTube short will come out, like, but I don't even know their names.
Yeah, it'd be
Like,
pretty
it's-
cool if you came up with topics.
Oh yeah.
Like-
well, it's because they get like some explorers that go to the jungle and shit.
Well, go to the
Go to
fucking
the jungle.
jungle.
I'm not gonna go to the
Tú te volteaste,
I have
güey.
kids.
Did we tell that story?
That Raul flipped?
Yeah.
We'll leave it for next time. We'll be on with blue balls.
That
He's
wasn't
a
even.
905
He's a
survivor.
nine.
Bro, that wasn't even like the
20
flip.
I-
The flip
125
wasn't even the
For
worst part, bro.
Razor for Survivor.
Dude, we've all flipped except Jesus.
Yeah. Well, he's never gone. He's always in fucking Mexicali.
Oh yeah, bro, you're
I've
so
been in
close to the
Can-Am.
dunes right there.
We
you
crashed
flip?
into a rock.
You
Head
did say-
on.
No, but it's not the same. We've been upside down.
I crashed into Mario.
Oh, yeah. And Los
At the
Cabos.
ATV.
Yeah,
Cabo.
the ATVs.
Who would you have on, babe?
I would throw it back to our original childhood podcaster at the time. He wasn't a podcaster at the time.
Don
but
Francisco.
Don Francisco. I would have the OG Don Francisco on the podcast.
I was fucking around.
No.
Can't believe you said that.
I would have
That's
the
sick.
OG Don
He's still
Francisco.
alive?
Yeah.
So he actually did. I sent you
He
that
started a
reel.
podcast.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
started a podcast because he basically got phased out. And like he talks about it, like in the video, he's saying, you know, like everything is moving so quickly. Like you're used to having this huge crew with like hundreds of people
production.
that are like depend on you and like all this crazy stuff. And he's like, and now it's like me in front of a camera, like with 3 other people around me, you know? And so when I was watching that reel, I was like, wow. And I think we had that conversation where it was like, it really put a lot into perspective that like we noticed the shift, but didn't take into consideration the older people that are still in the media, like how they're taking it. And like, it's just so like sweet because it's just like old little Don Francisco, like sitting in front of a microphone.
I feel like that podcast would go on for days.
So wait,
Yeah.
Does he still do Sábado Gigante?
No,
I
that
don't
shit
know. I
got
don't
cut
So that
off.
shit's off.
Yeah, he has a podcast though.
He has a podcast. So he's just talking about how, now he has a platform and it's just
him.
him and a handful of people.
So the pilot to his podcast was him talking about like how before it used to be like a whole production team with an
Makeup
audience,
and do
makeup,
everything.
and now it's just like now it's me and a camera and a guest,
And I can do it from
and
anywhere.
I can do it from anywhere.
Yeah.
So like that's
And they can be anywhere. They don't have to be next to you on the couch.
Yeah.
Like the Tonight shows.
Yeah.
I had to look him up.
You don't know who Don Francisco is?
Not by name.
But you knew who he was once
Well,
you
once
saw
I
a
saw her
picture.
face, but
Señora
like,
y señor Solís, por favor.
¿Qué le enseñaron a su
¿Qué le
hijo?
hicieron a su hijo?
I was watching Dragon Ball.
But like,
In
Sábado
Spanish.
Gigante
Bro,
is just like a
animated
staple.
Spanish.
Wait up. Do you know Otro Rollo?
Oh,
yeah.
Con Adán
Oh, okay.
Ramones.
Adán
Go,
Ramones.
how
Do you
No,
know
what's
it
the,
because you saw it, or do you know it because Pam showed you?
No, because my dad watched it.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. Like Friday or Saturday nights, and
Saturday
you just like
nights.
right there, like watching it with your parents. They're like, "Hey, tapate los oídos."
No, but I'm
Este es tu cuarto. And you're just
¿Cuál era el
like,
otro? La hora pico.
oh, I did like La Hora Pico. Yeah.
I saw the best show. I know that fool.
Well, yeah, he was on like Univision too.
La Familia
He
Peluche.
came out in Otro Rollo.
Dude, I'm just baffled. How do you not know who Don Francisco is?
Well,
know
he
the-
knew he was, just didn't know him by name.
Yeah,
Fuera. Did you watch Sábado Gigante?
maybe.
My
It's not a
dude.
core memory.
I'm canceling Jesus.
I know Don Francisco Coffee.
Don
Don
Francisco.
Francisco.
Well, he said coffee. He said coffee. Oh. To his defense, that's some bomb coffee.
Ay, Jesús.
The hazelnut coffee
That is some
Dude,
good
it's so
coffee.
good.
is pretty good.
I'll admit.
I got
All right. Don Francisco, Eugenio Derbez, Kevin Hart, right? You said?
Kevin Hart.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
And OJ, honorable mention.
And OJ Honorable. And Joey Diaz,
Joey Diaz.
apparently.
Jackie Chan.
I'm going to...
Let's go on.
All right.
Anyways,
Moving on.
Jesus.
Moving into Comadreando this time.
Drop it.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you so much for sending in your Comadreandos. Super excited to get into it. Okay. My wife says that I'm not even one of the 5 most important people for her. What the fuck?
Bitch.
You ain't shit.
You just live here.
You just
My
there, bro.
daughter randomly asked my wife who were the 5 most
Why do we
important
keep this
people
fool?
for her. I never ranked people based on how much I loved them, but I'm sure my daughter would be the first and my wife the second one. However, she said that her top 5 are our daughter, her mom, her dad, her sister, and her aunt. I asked her what about me, and she said that I would be the 6th along with the cats.
Divorce.
Fuck.
That's a red flag, dog.
We have known each other since we were 15 years old. We have been dating since we were 22 and have been living together since we were 25. We have been married since we were 27. We had a child when we were 29, and she started working with me when we were 39. Okay, so
Damn,
they've
so
been
that's a
together at
pretty
least
good
15
relationship.
years. We
That's his whole
literally
life.
shared all the important moments in our life together. How does it make sense? I love my brother and my parents, but how could I love them more than the woman of my life? Does it make sense? 100% it makes sense. And like, I've always said this, it's like when you get married, like that person now becomes your family. And like at the end of the day, the most important person in your life, you
should
know?
be.
I don't know, that's just kind of what comes with
Yeah.
getting
she should
married
be.
and being with someone for so long. That's wild to me. I'm really sorry. That would have hurt my heart.
Damn.
I don't know, bro, but
You were top. You didn't even medal, bro.
you didn't make it to the MySpace.
Bro.
Like you should at least be in the top 3. Like
You
I
didn't-
can
Yeah.
understand
You
that
didn't
kids.
medal.
I was like, maybe they
Yeah.
have 5 kids because like I understand that kids always end up coming first. I don't know. Like
But who?
you that have
But
kids.
what was the question? Who he cares for more or loves more?
Loves, right?
Loves more.
one of the 5 most important people. in
5
her
most
life.
important people.
That fool did something.
Damn. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
something. He cheated.
He cheated.
He cheated.
That's a
Yeah.
possibility. I really was trying to be
he wanted
on
Pau's-
your side,
Pau's
but
socks.
You wanted about? Are you the one that DM'd me?
Or you forgot,
you want the undies?
you forgot to take out the chicken.
Yeah.
To defrost.
No, descongeló.
No,
Yeah.
a lo mejor. Yeah, I don't know. That is crazy though. I'm sorry. You've obviously gone through a lot in life together, and the fact that you didn't make it to the top 5.
I say you cheat again.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Remind her how important you
Yeah.
are.
Oh yeah. And then. and then
Damn. Significant others got to be number one.
Okay, but your kids take priority now.
They're number one.
Nah.
Your kids are
look,
number one.
No, your significant other's number one.
If you had to choose
No,
Emma
it's
and
not like
Raul's
that.
life
It's like
and
who's more important.
Zanai's life,
It's who's more
whose life?
important. Because that's different. That question. Because most important, you got to choose your significant other. Like as a normal, caring parent, obviously your kids. Either way, you're biologically just engineered.
Yeah.
You love them.
Yeah.
They can, dude. I bet you Hitler's mom loved Hitler.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
you're
Like
the
that.
parent. That's what you always
love them.
protect your kids.
But you got to choose your significant other. They got to choose you. It's like you said yes to him and he asked the questions. Like, he's got to be number one. Obviously, when that kid comes, you guys are both willing to do anything for them.
Yeah.
But number one's always got to be your.
I didn't ask the question, bro. I just showed her the ring.
No, you're just a good. I can't ask Pam. She's not here.
Call it.
She's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's fourth
is
place.
I don't know.
Han Solo, Darth
Oh,
Vader,
I think it's just saying like one person.
Pikachu, Jesus. Shout out to Pam. Much love.
Yeah, honestly.
Pikachu, the dog Jesus ran over.
Wait, doesn't she really like Drake Bell too?
Yeah.
Get ese
Just adding to
campanazo.
the list. I
Paquetazos.
know. All right. Well, I'm really sorry that that's a thing. Sounds to me like you need to have
Bro,
a
you need to
conversation with
talk
her.
to her.
And
Or she was
maybe-
just lying to
Yeah, or maybe she said it like not
joking
thinking
around.
about it, or just like I mean, yeah, your mom is an important person, like your dad, but like I don't know, you would think like
I think I would still mention you.
yeah, no. I mean, I hope you would.
Ollie, my car.
You'd be like Esther, Roxy, they're all your cars.
Yeah, they're all my cars.
All right, moving on.
My work van.
350,000 miles going strong.
Okay. Hi, Huevos fam. I was listening to Mario talking about generational guilt and started thinking about my life. I feel like Mario and I had a similar life growing up, and I wanted to know how important it is for you all to understand your parents. Like to truly sit down and think about the way they grew up and how that may have affected their parenting styles, and how any trauma that you have may have been worse for them, and maybe we just never took the time to fully understand their life and how they have never been able to heal. So the question...
Are you okay?
Damn, dog.
So
You
the-
went
I'm
deep.
gonna start crying.
The question is how important it is for us to understand our parents. That's the question, right? And then it's followed by like us understanding their trauma and that they were never able to heal.
Yeah. Can I
Go for it. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of directed towards
Yeah,
you.
they directed it to you.
I think it's super important to understand where your parents came from. I think, I've spoken very openly about like my traumas on this podcast. I've spoken very openly about like my childhood and I mean, I've never told you guys specifically what has happened in my family, but I have said, I've had my daddy issues or issues with my parents, and, they've had their issues too. But I think the inner work that you do also needs a lot of understanding from what your parents went through. And I think a lot of my healing, or a lot of my inner healing, or a lot of the work that I had to do in order to move forward with my life and not have that resentment towards how I grew up and my parents, was understanding how they grew up. A lot of it was like understanding that like my grandma, my mom, my dad's mom left my dad in charge, because my dad was the oldest of four, when he was in middle school or younger. So imagine having that responsibility when you're so young, having to provide, having to work, go to school y sacarla, y aparte de todo eso, todavía tener que sacar la familia adelante, you know? And then same thing, vice versa for my mom. I know her dad passed away at a super young age, or a very crucial age for my mom. So like all of that was traumatizing to them. Mm-hmm. All the things that my dad had to go through was traumatizing to him. And they also came from an era that was talking about your emotions and talking about how you felt was just frowned upon, right? Or was just kind of like that rub some dirt on it mentality, you know, like just move on, like kick some dirt over it and move on. So understanding that had a lot to do with like how I healed and how I healed my childhood traumas. Mm-hmm. I never talked to them about it. I never told them, I was like, hey, I understand what you went through. But I think me understanding it really helped me move forward. Because I was like,
have a better relationship
with them. It was like, why are you know, we always joke around, you know, we always, a lot of us always say we bond through trauma.
Trauma bonding is kind of bonding.
Yeah, but it's like, why were they the way they were, you know?
Yeah.
They were also growing up and trying to figure out life, you know? If I go back in time and I was like, my parents, when they had me, they were only here for like 10 years-ish. Yeah. So it's still relatively new. Like, it's not like new.
Well, yeah, and I mean, when they had your sister, they were only here for like 2 years. When I had my sister here, they were
you know? Brand new. Yeah. So it was like understanding that, and it was like the world is new to them. The U.S. is new to them. Working is new to them. English is new to them. And it's like my dad, I think, was here for a solid 2 months from El Salvador, didn't know a lick of English, and then went to go work for NASCO.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, my man didn't know shit, and then now he's expected to go fix the U.S. Navy ships.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's very important, especially if you're trying to heal any childhood traumas, to take a step back and look at the bigger picture and kind of acknowledge how your parents grew up and forgive them for that.
Yeah.
You know? So, because they won't understand either, you know? I think my parents will never come out and say like, yeah, I grew up in a really shitty environment and that's why I was the way I was, or I reacted the way I did during certain circumstances. So I think that's a very important step in order for you to heal or begin your healing process, is to understand where your parents came from when they were younger, and how that translated into their parenting styles.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's really important, especially like Mario said, if you're trying to work through something or they're trying to work through something, or even if you just want a better relationship with your parents, I feel like that always helps. I think in general, it's always good to try to understand the people around you, whether it's your parents, your siblings, cousins, friends, family members. You know, like I think it's a rule of thumb is you should always take that into consideration, because people are the way they are because they were made that way, not because they were just born that way. So I think it's really important. I obviously I can't get as deep as Mario because I've never that's not the case in my life. I think the closest thing I can say is I really try to understand my grandma at this point. And that has taught me that people won't ever say anything until you actually bring it up, or you actually try to have those conversations, because a lot of the times they also try to hide those things away, and they don't even realize that it's affecting their life until somebody brings it up, and it's oh, maybe it is, maybe I do need to work on that. But overall, yeah, I definitely think it's important. Do you guys have anything to add on?
No comment. No, but I like what you guys said. Yeah. I don't know what to add on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also really hard if you've never really even asked your parents how their childhood was.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really in depth spoken to my parents about their upbringing. What I know is random stories that they've told me, and I've kind of put pieces together, and then my mom's very open about her childhood. My dad really isn't. He's a lot more conservative, and he has a wallop. But bits and pieces that I've been able to put together, I'm okay, well, por eso eres así.
Yeah.
You know?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to move on from that one. That was deep.
Vibe killer.
No, sometimes it's
Talk
good to
about
have
her
those
underwear.
conversations. No, those conversations
Yeah.
are always good to have. That's why I feel like this podcast started in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay. Hi, Comadre Pau. I'm a little late, but congrats to you and Mario on your engagement. I have a wedding question. I'm not the girliest girl, but I'm attending a wedding where the guest attire is black tie, long dresses for women. It's not my style, but I also don't want to look out of place, offend the bride or my partner's family. The bride is his cousin. Do you have any advice? I would love to hear from a guy's opinion as well. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to be really straightforward with this one, and I'm sorry if I come off rude. I'm not trying to be rude, but I think you need to look for a long dress and dress attire that the bride is asking you to, or the bride and groom are asking you to wear. One thing that people don't realize is how much planning and how much money goes into a wedding, and the least you can do is show up the way that they're asking you to dress.
Just rent one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Keep the tags on, give it back the next day.
Order it and return it.
Yeah. Amazon try-on.
Amazon gives you a choice now to choose whether the tag is there or not. So
It does. You know, if it's a financial thing, like if it's something more than I just don't want to or I don't know how to, then it's a whole different conversation. But if it's just like I've never dressed like that type of way, like there's so many people you can talk to, so many TikToks you can watch, like so many different avenues for you to find something that will fit into the wedding, that I think you should look into before just deciding to not dress that way, because it just really throws off the whole vibe, you know? I can say, like, from someone that is currently planning a wedding, like I also plan on having a black tie wedding, and I have gone back and forth with it, like between Mario and I, just because of like the location and the different things that we're gonna do. And the other day, Sarai actually said it. She was like, no, fuck no. Like, I'll wear what I need to wear for that moment of the wedding, and then I'll put on the heels, or I'll do like whatever it is that we need to do, because it's just like it's an important day, you know. And it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just get repetitive and say the same thing over and over, because I feel like you should just find a dress that goes with your style. I get it. Maybe it's not in your comfort, but just look for something.
If it's not in
that
her
fits in.
comfort, she probably doesn't do it a lot. She's gonna get a lot of compliments. Watch.
Yeah.
You're gonna look good.
Yeah.
Hopefully this comes out before you go to the
I
wedding.
know, seriously.
You're gonna look good. You're gonna surprise
Exactly.
yourself and everybody, and you're gonna get a lot of compliments.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And who knows? Maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's not forever. It's only a
It's that
few
one
hours
night.
of your life,
Yeah.
you know? So I think it's something that you hopefully are willing to just kind of suck it up, especially if it's family. You know?
Oh, and if it's because she doesn't do it that often, and she's just like, oh, I don't know how to. You can look up black tie on the hashtag part of Instagram,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
a billion
And I feel
different
like-
things.
TikTok, like that's what I'm
I
saying.
feel like black tie is just so easy to dress to, because it's just.
It's 'cause
I feel
we're
like,
guys.
Well, no. I think maybe maybe I'm taking it wrong, but it's just like, to me, black tie is just a very simple and elegant way of dressing, right?
But see, you don't have to worry about anything. We just wear our suits, our tie.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, if she doesn't want to worry about anything, it's not like she needs to go like super extravagant, or maybe I'm just talking out of my ass.
But she
at
also
this
doesn't
point.
want to look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like she says, I also don't want to look out of place. And it's like, well, if you're not going to look out of place if you're dressed the way that they're asking you to dress.
Yeah.
You might feel a little weird because it's out of your comfort and it's not normally how you dress, but the people around you won't think you look out of place. If anything, though, like Raul said, like you're going to get the compliments and it's going to be a nice like change.
Go shopping with one of your homegirls.
Yeah.
También. Well, especially if it's cousins.
Hype each other up.
Yeah, well, if it's cousins, I'm assuming your other cousins that are going.
Well, it's her partner's family.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
I
So
thought it was
I
her
get that.
cousin.
Like it might be a little harder. Like maybe you like don't have anybody that you can go to and ask. But if you want to send me a message, I can send you a lot of pictures of what a black tie dress, a black tie attire dress is. I don't know. I feel like there's just so many ways to get those ideas now that
I think renting is a
Definitely.
good option.
Renting if you're
Great
here
option
and-
for girls that like wearing dresses once and then just
Yeah.
Yeah.
hang it up.
Or if you don't want to wear it, just don't go. Call out sick.
I mean,
But you better let that person know that you're not gonna go.
For real,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
$50
another
plate,
thing.
dog.
Yeah, $50 to $100
more than
for
50?
you.
Where do you get 50 from? Ya no existe eso.
This was serving Chick-fil-A at the wedding.
1920s.
Not even.
Hey, Chick-fil-A's, no, she won't let me do Chick-fil-A anymore,
No?
especially now with the whole
Fucking
antibiotics
Chick-fil-A
in their
fucking up,
chicken.
man. I love Chick-fil-A so much. They really fucked up. That's not true. I didn't say we couldn't go to Chick-fil-A. Anyways, sorry. I didn't mean to be rude about it. Not trying to take your feelings into consideration. I just feel like the last few weeks I've just heard so much about the person individually and not about the wedding and what the bride and the groom want that it just really gets under my skin when people are like, oh, like what about this for this person and this for that person? Because it's like the wedding is for the bride and groom. You're a guest. And like at the end of the day, you were invited and they're paying a lot of money for you to be there.
I haven't told my family yet, but we're having security at our wedding.
Well, there has to be security.
No, well, I'm talking about like security, like if you're not dressed the way I told you.
They
And
did
if you,
that at my wedding.
and if you
Yeah.
fucking brought a kid and I didn't let you bring a kid, then
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dog. You came to wherever our destination is.
My mom turned her own
for
brother
nothing.
away.
Yeah.
She's
about,
like, you brought
You
kids?
see?
Yeah.
Like if
nah,
your
you
mom can
can't.
turn her
Yeah.
own brother away, you know?
Yeah.
What, Jesus, what were you going to
I
add
feel
on?
like Jesus has so much to add. He's
Bruh,
just been
I feel
boiling.
I feel like you know. I feel like you know.
I
who
was
it
gonna
is,
say, are you
bro.
gonna be wheelchair accessible?
Fuck is this?
Chicken nuggets.
For the chicken nuggets?
Oh my god. Anyways, truly, if you live in San Diego and you want help shopping for a dress, like I will go with you, girl. I love dress shopping. I also have a dress to shop for.
Sáquenla de la casa.
We will go to TJ together.
I was gonna say I'm about to go to TJ to rent a dress. That's another huge tip is you can rent really expensive dresses for not super expensive. So like you can buy a dress for $100, $200. You can go rent a dress for $100, $200, but that dress originally cost thousands of dollars. So the black attire. I mean, black attire is the second to nicest way for a wedding attire. So it's black attire, white attire is like the highest.
What are you doing? White attire.
White attire is like got like
White only.
P. Diddy party.
like gowns, like White House gala gowns, like that, like super
I
intense.
actually didn't know that one.
So
Yeah.
guys are just tuxedos?
Yeah, tuxedos, like just I think
El
it goes
smoking.
more further.
But
And
like a
then-
3-piece.
I don't know. I've obviously never looked into white attire because it's not the goal, you know.
Yo me lo voy a
But
quitar.
it's-
Che corbata.
it's white attire, black attire, and then everything else. So like I mean, they're still asking for a lot. I get that, but expensive, guys. Take into consideration.
Don't give them a gift. Get them a dress.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad with that, but then again, I'm just not the kind of person that expects like the gifts. So if you could afford the dress and not to get me a gift, that's okay. Just show up to my wedding the way I'm asking you to show up to my wedding. Okay, moving on. Like I said, hit me up if you want to go dress shopping. I'll go with you. I've been living with my fiance for 6 years now. We've been engaged for the past 2. We have a very nice life, but I don't want to be with him anymore. I love him, but I think my love for him... We're not 6 years yet. We're not at 6 years. I love him, but I think my love for him is more of a caring family member and not so much romantic anymore. But I don't want to break his heart, and also deep down inside, when I think of leaving him, I feel heartbroken. In your words, Comadre Pau, I'm Confucius.
She cheats.
I fucking love it.
You see your boyfriend as your brother?
Fiance.
stepbrother.
No, that's her
Or
fiance.
fiance as your brother?
Sweet home Alabama, baby. You gotta leave them.
Yeah, you gotta leave
Yeah.
him.
Because right now you're not in deep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys are engaged.
No, you're engaged, but you're not
married. And the thing is that, like, if you're going into this wedding thinking things are gonna change just because you get married, like that's not the case, you know.
Have a kid.
That's also not gonna fix anything. No, you just need to leave him.
Leave
I'm
him.
sorry,
Leave
but
him.
I
We all
get it.
vote.
You're heartbroken about it. Obviously, you care about him.
Leave them.
And that's why you feel heartbroken. And I think that I mean, it's going to be hard to not care for a fiance that you've been with for 6 years. But if you're going into a marriage with like caring for someone, like if they were your family member and not romantically as your significant other for what is supposed to be the rest of your life, what are you doing?
Because then you are going to complicate everything because you're going to have kids. It's going to...
Even more
just leave 'em.
complicated. Yeah.
It's going to suck at the beginning. You're going to listen to a lot of Neo and...
It is going to suck, but like go through a couple of months of heartbreak instead of like the rest of the year, the rest of your life having things be way more difficult for you. Because like Raul said, once you have kids, that's a whole other level of difficult. And if you get married and like you guys are joint everything, that's going to be so hard. Like I don't know if you guys have property together, if you're going to buy a house or whatever it is, like you're going to have to split everything down the middle.
You're going to have to find another comadre.
That's a mess, guys. Don't do it. Get out of that relationship.
Comadreando's about to be just chisme. Chismeando with the boys.
Compadreando.
It's the same jingle, but it's just us at the end. Oh. Oh.
All right.
So leave him.
Moving on. Yes, leave him. Moving on. I caught my husband watching porn and I'm not sure how to feel. I'll admit, our sex life hasn't been as exciting. We work a lot and haven't made time for each other, but I always try and communicate that with him. It made me feel like I wasn't enough. Comadre Pau, how would you feel? Or boys, how would you feel if you caught your significant other watching
If she
porn?
caught me. Oh no! I know.
I slipped.
Ooh, what are you watching?
Ay, ¿cómo se apaga? Se me prendió.
Can I watch with you?
Fucking simp. I just got that.
Well, he wants to watch porn with her. What's wrong with watching porn with her?
That it's two big black guys that she's watching. I know, mames, Pam.
I can understand how you feel that way. I mean, I don't know how I would react if I ever walked into Mario watching porn. I think that would be kind of weird, actually. That's how you would react. That's not how I would react.
There's a virus in my computer.
Babe, no.
I don't want you to see me this way. Turn around.
You just caught him watching it, or you think she caught him in the action?
I don't know.
Let me finish.
Just get out.
Is that how you reacted when your mom walked in on you?
Your mom's never caught me watching porn.
Get out of my room.
I don't know. I mean, this is a tough one. I feel like I have this like weird relationship with porn in the sense of like, do you take it to heart? Like, no, like it's so like
just me
taboo
time.
and it's so like, I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it. It's never been a conversation that we've had because I've never walked in on you watching porn. Don't look at me. I can understand though how like it makes you feel some kind of way. Okay, I cannot fucking answer the question if you guys keep doing that.
Yeah, I don't.
You've done.
I don't think I'd have a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, you caught him. Believe me, everyone has done it in their life. Everybody has watched porn.
But I think she's feeling self-conscious about it because they haven't been having sex.
Did you
Give it up, girl.
Just
Believe me, he prefers you over that.
give up the mucosa.
Yeah. Las sin dientes.
Use toys.
Use what?
Toys.
Toys.
Oh,
Spice it up.
Well, no, it's because she's not giving it up, period.
Put some
Yeah.
paprika.
Believe me.
I think this
Poor
is
Pam.
just like
No, that's a metaphor.
This was making a taco. Échale cilantro, cebolla.
Add some paprika, some seasoning to your life.
Wrong taco, dog.
Güey, la Pam anda dando vueltas como trompo.
Babe. Cómete esta.
oh my god.
You just walk in and Pam's just slowly just rotating.
She's my little rotisserie.
I need to walk in on you guys. I'm like, yo, what the
Okay, I'm sorry that these boys have just made this into a joke. Your feelings are valid and it's not a joke. Again, I think you should maybe just take this as a sign.
To give up the cheeks.
Give it up.
He prefers you over the porn. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
No guy
And-
prefers porn.
No
well,
one.
unless they're addicts.
No one.
There are guys that,
Yeah, of
there are
course.
guys that do. I don't think this is that situation. I think maybe you guys have just lost a little bit of that touch.
Manola
and,
is not enough.
yeah, have another conversation. Start making some time. If it literally means that you have to like put time on the calendar for that.
Even if
Do
you
it.
have to wake up at 5 a.m. the
It's
next day
sexy time.
to go to the gym.
Well, what do you know?
Would you look at that?
Yeah, I mean,
It's Martes con Huevos.
so yeah, I don't know how I would feel. The boys apparently don't care, but who knows?
I mean, I think it merits a conversation.
I'm
Like,
gonna
hey,
let
yo,
them. I'm gonna let my friends know to watch porn to see what they say, what they end up saying for real, for real.
Damn.
Do it.
I don't want to walk into your friends watching
Not
porn.
my friends. The fuck. But yeah, have a conversation with him. All right, this one I don't understand the end, so help me decipher. Go around the room and say one or two traits and or skills you had from each other. Like maybe you've learned from each other.
Or maybe go around the room and say one or
Two
two
traits.
or skills you had
Maybe they meant you learned from each other.
or you
Like?
had.
You like
Wish you
from
had.
each other.
Maybe
Or wish they had.
wish they had. Damn, are we going on
No,
2 hours already?
This is the third one. No, hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. Because
Well, an hour and a little bit more because we stopped it. Hour and 45 minutes.
I do have to pee. Hold on.
All right, guys, we're back, but we're gonna need whoever sent in this Comadreando to resubmit so that we know exactly what you meant, because Raul doesn't want to go around giving compliments if they're not. If that's not,
what they wanted.
That's not what they
I
asked
think
for.
that kind of seems like that's what they wanted.
Nah.
He wants to know for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to boost your guys'
He doesn't want to
egos.
boost our egos even a little bit. So
It's fine.
he says your ego's too boosted.
My ego is like.
Right?
And
All
then
right. So
even then,
whoever
my
sent this
alter ego
Comadreando in,
is-
whoever sent this Comadreando in, go around the room and say one or two traits and or skills you had from each other. Please resend it.
Thank you for
with
submitting
the
it.
correct words.
Sorry, autocorrect did you dirty.
Yes.
Yeah. We just don't want to get it wrong.
We don't
wanna
get
I
it
don't want
wrong.
to know if it's like, oh, you want me to basically compliment or you want me to
Shit on them.
shit on them, yeah.
Because Raul just wants to shit on us.
Because
He's hoping.
we've
Yeah.
done both.
He's hoping he gets to shit on us next week.
Whoa.
Pause. Thank you so much to everybody who sent in your comadreandos. I really enjoyed them today. I felt like they were very,
They were good.
they were
They're
thorough.
good
They
mix.
were good. They were a good mix. Yeah. Keep sending them in. We record Comadreando every week. Unless you guys don't send any in, then we don't record Comadreando. So
Or we
send
have
in
a
your
guest.
Comadreandos. Links always in the bio. Oh yeah, or we have a guest.
Although, not
Yeah,
gonna tell them
we're not
who
gonna
it
tell
is.
them who. But
but
that would be a spicy Comadreando.
That's gonna be. I'll let them know the week of,
Okay.
so we can.
We're gonna announce it.
No, I'm not gonna announce it.
We're just gonna say.
Someone.
Damn, I don't know. Do we
it's
know?
gonna be
Can we
hard,
know?
huh?
Not announce it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll let you guys know off mic.
off mic. Because then.
Tune into my story.
But we may be doing Comadreando with a few guests, one podcast, a few guests in the podcast, sometime in May. So keep sending them in. If they're really good, maybe I'll save them for that podcast and not read them until then.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But
It's OJ.
It's OJ.
all imaginary.
OJ, Prince, and Michael Jackson coming out of the cave
Damn.
together.
And Anthony Bourdain is a special guest.
Epstein's alive too. Did you see that picture of the nose thing?
With Tupac. What?
So there's a picture of the Epstein's body. It's probably old. I just saw it today
I
though.
haven't seen it.
So
haven't seen
it's
it.
his dead body that someone took a picture of it, and it's his nose how in the dead body it kind of curves down, and you see a picture of like the week of, and his nose is straight, and it's like ooh.
Well, it's like
He out there.
that picture of P Diddy where they.
Oh, dude,
they
that's
Forgot
arrested
about him.
And like his fucking line is like,
His
yeah,
fucking face is all like right here.
yeah. No, man.
All right. Links in the bio, guys. Keep sending in your stories, questions, comments, concerns, hot takes.
Lo que dijo
All
Pau
of it.
por
We love the
dos.
chismecito. And we
Love it.
Yes.
But thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Yes. Thank
Pau's going to go viral. She posts ever on Comadreando.
She's working on it. A mí no me han sacado de trabajar, así que pues es más difícil cuando trabajas 8 horas al día, ¿sabes? O más.
Anyways, Jesus quote.
Quote of the day.
Your mic's off, dog.
Hello.
It's off.
It is off.
Hello. I wonder how long it was off for.
The whole
No,
podcast.
you just turned it off.
No, you just turned off. Yeah.
Oh, so they didn't hear my OJ joke? Oh, you guys repeated
Yeah.
it. So. In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
vive con huevos.
fuck those taxes.
And don't do your taxes.
Today
Happy
was tax day.
Happy tax day.
Tax
Well,
day.
last week for the
last
listeners.
week, yeah.
Yeah.
Today was a stressful day.
Hopefully the IRS doesn't come for any of you listeners.
Hopefully not. Especially you, Suegra.
not.
Freaking send us a message at like 7 p.m. Barely doing my taxes.
If enough people don't pay taxes,
Right?
what are they going
What
to
are
do?
they gonna do? Cancel us all?
Yeah.
Put us all in jail?
Take my social security. I don't care. I want to keep the rest of the money.
For real. I
Todos
could come bankruptcy
unidos.
again, dude. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in this Martes con Huevos. We really do appreciate it. Remember to keep sharing. I was going to say keep subscribing. Keep sharing.
Share,
Please
like,
subscribe.
Share, subscribe.
Like, comment on Pau's videos because apparently she hates you guys. So
Comment nice things, guys. We're all nice to each other.
Don't say
here.
anything about her forehead. It's not nice.
It's all on my forehead.
for real, I felt kind of weird. This is the first podcast in 67 episones that I don't wear a hat.
Oh, yeah. Weird.
People are gonna see my
It's because
forehead.
you're hiding the hairline,
Yeah,
dog.
I'm hiding the hairline, dog. After Coachella, when I shave
When
it
you
off,
shave it off,
hat.
it's like hat.
Hat
Yeah.
again.
I think I have a lot of curly hair on top.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. We really do appreciate you.
Me too.
So please keep sending in your comadreandos because that keeps the lights on. And
That's how important you guys are. You all keep the light on when you
Yeah.
send in comadreados.
so, como siempre, guys, live your best life, fight your fears. At the end of the day, the only thing that you regret are the things that you did not do. So, vive con huevos, guys. We out of here. We love you. Peace.
Bye.
Live with eggs.
Nos vemos.